Here to talk about estate planning is Brian Pitts. He's an associate attorney with Glick and Troston. Thanks so much for coming on our show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I think a lot of people, when they hear estate planning, they think of the uber rich, and maybe average Americans don't need to address the situation, but what do you think about that?
Estate planning is an area that the average individual has some need for, from just families having children and wanting to have a guardianship set up in a will, to, as you get older, you might want to start thinking about declarations of powers of attorney for health and property. So someone's able to take care of medical decisions and your finances when you become unable to take care of yourself.
Do a lot of people bother to get a power of attorney, do you think?
I believe if you've gone through and met with an attorney and have drafted a will or a trust, usually powers of attorney are part of a total estate planning package.
How easy is it to have a will drawn up? Can you just go on the internet? I see these things on the internet. Is that worth it?
Now, a lot of my clients do ask me that. It's a one-size-fits-all.
Well, they don't want to pay, Brian.
Exactly.
Is why they're asking.
It's a cost. Save a dollar now. Although, I believe it's always best to have an attorney look it over, because you think you have everything in place, and unfortunately, if it's not done correctly, all of it was for naught. So
what might somebody miss because they tried to go an inexpensive route by downloading something from the internet?
It might not have been executed properly, and it might not have had everything, the formalities that are necessary legally for that state. And you've taken real good thought as to how you'd like your estate to travel on to your heirs, or possibly to a charity or a church.
And that is very important to spell it out, because there's some examples of where people have left a substantial amount of money and the money did not wind up where it was supposed to go.
Exactly.
Okay, what about a trust?
A trust. Now, a trust can be very complex. Depends on, obviously, how sophisticated you want your estate planning to be. But a lot of people may have heard of probate. And if you just have a will, your estate may need to go through probate. It can be timely and costly. So having a trust helps avoid a lot of the probate process in having a trust created.
Well, thank you for coming on the show and
Thank
for
you
your
for having me.
insights.